what's up, guys? It's Ben coming at you with another video. Today, I'm coming at you with movies of my month for February. But here we go. So the first movie I watched in February is Groundhog's Day. So this movie kind of jump-started the time loop genre. I'll put up a couple posters here, just flash a couple through to give you examples of time loop movies. Examples off the top of my head: Edge of Tomorrow, Palm Springs, which I'm going to talk about later, and this other movie that I watched when I was a kid. There was a Nickelodeon movie, I think, called The Last Day of Summer. I really liked Bill Murray's performance. I really liked Andie MacDowell's performance. I thought it was a great exploration of Bill Murray's character and the madness he's going through and the stuff that he learns, because he's honestly a jerk at the beginning of the movie. He's not a nice guy. And he learns through this movie to be a little bit more compassionate and care more about other people. And I really thought the writing was great. Yeah. Next movie, Dark Waters. Great performance by Mark Ruffalo. Great performance by Anne Hathaway. I like the writing. I think it was a tad bit dry, but I think that's not really their fault. I think it's just the story, because it is a real life story of a guy, a lawyer, who battled a chemical plant. They manufacture items, but they were putting chemicals that they probably shouldn't have been in stuff. And so Mark Ruffalo's character was a lawyer, and he went after him. And that's the story. But I thought it was a decent movie. She's All That. I've been really wanting to watch this movie for a while. It's got Freddie Prinze Jr. and Rachel Lee Cook. And it's a really fun movie, and I thought it was really interesting and a heartfelt story. Freddie Prinze Jr. puts in a good performance. Rachel Lee Cook puts in a good performance. I really like their dynamic and how they developed and how they carried this story out. It wasn't a fantastic movie. Paul Walker's also in it, and so is Matthew Lillard. And I thought they played decent characters, at least for what they were supposed to do. And I really like the ending of this movie. 50 First Dates. I'm not typically a fan of this style of comedy, but I did like this one. I really liked Adam Sandler's performance. I really liked Drew Barrymore's performance. I thought they worked well together, and they created great character development and great character chemistry. And it was funny, and I thought Adam Sandler, you could see that he actually really cared for this girl. It's not really a spoiler, it's the premise of the movie, but the premise of the movie is that Drew Barrymore gets hit on the head in a car accident, and she loses her short-term memory, so she can't form new memories, and Adam Sandler tries to hit on her and learns that she can't remember him. But I really liked how they did the ending of this movie. Blade Runner. I recently did a classics video on that, so if you want my more in-depth thoughts, go check that out. But if you want my more quick thoughts, here it is. So, Blade Runner, really interesting movie. Great characters, great acting all across the board. I really love Rachel as a character. Thought she was fantastic and really made me have a deeper connection for this movie. But I do also like Rutger Hauer's character too. He was a great part. And also Harrison Ford's character was really good too. But I'm not sure you're really supposed to care about his character that much. But I really liked what they did with the writing. And the cinematography and the set design are fantastic. This movie is amazing. Absolutely amazing. You really should check it out. Spider-Man Far From Home. I thought it was a great performance by Tom Holland. Great performance by Zendaya. Great performance by Jon Favreau. Great performance by Marissa Tomei. Great performance by Jacob Batalon. I really like this movie. I think it's really fun and entertaining and really cool action. It's a great Marvel movie. It's one of my favorites. I thought they really balanced the action, quippiness, one-liners, and also this romantic relationship, which is basically the point of the movie. And it's really Peter Parker struggling with the fact that he just wants to be a teenage boy and date a girl. But it's so if I was in that situation, I'd probably be trying to do the same thing. Forget about the world. that one girl is the only one that matters. There is a monster destroying the entire of Europe. But who cares? Because I want that girl. And that's such a teenage boy move. And I loved the dynamic between Peter Parker and MJ, i.e. Tom Holland's performance and Zendaya's performance. I thought they were very awkward but very heartfelt. And it just fit because it was realistic awkward and it made sense. It wasn't awkward in a bad way. It was awkward in a really good way. And I really liked it. Vertigo. This is a movie I'm definitely going to have to watch again. It took me a while to get into this movie. I almost turned it off. I almost fell asleep. But eventually, like, it was just like it's like fishing line. It was sitting in there for like 15 minutes. And then finally when it caught, which not 15 minutes in the context of the movie. I mean, in comparison to out fishing. Anyways, never mind. Screw the fishing analogy. It took me a while to get hooked to this movie, but once it did, I was all in. I was like, oh man, this is really, really good. This is really, really good. I really loved Jimmy Stewart's performance. I really loved Kim Novak's performance. I really loved the writing and the story. It was fantastic. I really liked it, yeah. It threw me for a loop, but it was a really good plot twist, really good writing, and it had good cinematography too. And I really liked, there was this one scene with a neon sign. Like, I was looking at it, I'm like, that sign's very interesting, but it didn't seem to be adding a whole ton. It had a little bit of mood lighting, but not a ton. But then there's a scene where it comes up where it really plays in. And you'll know it when you see it. It's a green neon sign, and Kim Novak walks into the room, and it just, whew, fantastic shot. Alfred Hitchcock is amazing, man. Anyways, next movie. Wind River. I did a video on this recently. You should definitely check it out. It's got my more in-depth thoughts. But in short, I really like this movie. I thought it was fantastic. I thought Jeremy Renner delivered a great performance. I thought Elizabeth Olsen delivered a great performance. I thought pretty much what everyone else did too. And just the story, man, it really hit me in the feels. I really liked the cinematography. I thought it was great use of gray as well as a great use of the snowy mountains and really displaying this harsh, cold, unforgiving environment. And it was pretty, but you could tell it was unforgiving, and they really used it to their advantage. And I really, really like this movie. Last movie I got up, Palm Springs. I like this movie. Andy Samberg delivered a great performance. I thought he was very fun and entertaining, and at least by the end of the movie, I think he was kind of a likable character. Kristen Milotti was also a good character, and there's a point of her character that I thought it was a really good point to add in, and it really pushed why she wanted to get out. And you'll know it when you see it if you watch the movie. But it was a really good point that really sold the character of how much she wants to get out of here. And even though, you know, it's not a good thing on her part, the reason, you can see she's learning, and it really adds to the character development. I really liked it. That's going to be it. Please follow me on Instagram. Please follow me on Letterboxd. Link in the description below. Please like. Comment what you thought of these movies. Comment what you thought of my review. Or, no, they're not really review, but my thoughts. And subscribe. So that's it. See you guys later. B-Dog.